Well, I guess we should go ahead and get started. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the April CTST University meeting. Lori's going to handle the roll call here, but I'm Marty Sorrentino, the Entity Solutions Manager of the University of Tampa, and then acting chair.
Hello, everybody. My name is Lori Pillay with JMT. Just to let everybody know, this meeting is being recorded, and if you are not speaking, please mute your mics. So going down the list, Jacob Gonzalez.
Jacob Gonzalez is here.
Susan Boda. Susan Boda is here from Benish. Brenton Mosher.
Brenton Mosher with USF Qatar.
Lindsay Champlin.
Hi, Lindsay Champlin with AAA.
Anthony Chamot.
Anthony Chamot with JMT.
Michelle Harris.
Hello, Michelle Harris with AAA.
Eric Henry.
Hey, good afternoon, y'all. Eric Henry with FDOT District 7 Traffic Safety Office.
Michael Hutner.
Hello, I'm with Hillsborough Community College. I'm the new Director of Public Safety.
Jason Jackman.
Hi, Jason Jackman with Cutter.
Jim Hartwell.
Jim Hartwell with Element Engineering.
Matthew Beaumonte.
Hey guys, Matt Belmonte with Gresham Smith.
Michelle Lynch.
Michelle Lynch visiting. I am a parent of a son who was killed last year on an electric scooter.
Sarah Linares.
Hello, Sarah Linares with Way Engineering.
Laisha Vehar.
Hello, Laisha Vehar with JMT.
Is there anyone else on the call that I am missing? Okay, Marty, I believe that's everybody.
Well, thank you, Lori. Welcome to Michelle and all the new visitors. I'm not sure if anybody's had a chance to go over the meeting minutes for March. But we'd like to go through those, review those, and then get a motion to approve, and then a second. Lori pulled them up on the screen here.
Jim Hartwell, I'll motion to approve.
Great, thank you. Do we have a second?
This is Matt, I'll second.
Thank you, Matt. So we'll move to the business updates, the problem identification and follow-up. Let's see here, pull that up here. I guess the first one was on the list was Lois Avenue crossing to get to HCC campus. Do we have an update on that?
No, that's ours over at the school. I talked to Paige about this. As far as I know right now, it was in the works to get done, but I have not heard of an update as of right now if we're going to move forward or when we're going to be able to move forward on this.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. The next one was the lighting issues at Bruce B. Downs and Holly Drive. I know it's part of a project, but then there was no schedule determined the last month when we talked about it. Any updates on that one? I know Lori, we had a call in on the update for last meeting. I'm trying to see that in the notes here. Okay. So it looks like we don't have an update on.
Has
Go ahead,
anybody
I'm sorry.
heard from, sorry, has anybody heard from Officer Marciano and whether she was able to contact those county folks? I think that was kind of the last step on this, was she was trying to reach out to Abigail and some other Hillsborough County employees,
Yeah,
but I haven't.
I haven't heard from her. I'm gonna go back to my email thread on that one, and see if I have her contact information, and maybe I could try her before the next meeting.
Yeah, I haven't heard from her lately at all.
She
Probably
hasn't been to a
swamped.
meeting in a long time either. It's been a bit.
Yeah, maybe we can just hound her and see if she was ever able to make contact, and if not, maybe try some alternate avenue here.
Okay, sounds good, Eric. And then the other two locations were the two that are involved here at UT campus, Kennedy Boulevard and Willow, Delaware, and that was mainly just, there's no stormwater inlets. After a good rain, we get some buildup on the westbound, the rightmost lane and westbound lane, and so we talked about it last time that it's on the city's radar screen. They have a conceptual design finished, but they have not selected any contractors to do the work. They're going to be finishing up on all the water line work. They're in process of moving west on Kennedy. They got past the University of Tampa area. Once that water line work is finished, then I'm sure the stormwater work will come soon after. So, but I will definitely keep an eye on when that gets approved. And then I haven't had conversation regarding the North Boulevard between Cass Street and Kennedy. I'm sure there's some good ideas over there at campus safety, and so I'm gonna get over. I haven't had a chance to get over to talk with them, and as I mentioned in previous meetings, they're out there every day at key times of the day when there's a lot of students changing classes and crossing that crosswalk, and it's really become a hot issue here, and so we're gonna make sure Katie's replacement is focused in on that and helps me maybe come up with a resolution, at least at the Pepin Stadium crosswalk, where it's the biggest issue. So, but no updates on that. I haven't had a chance to talk to campus safety, but maybe we just, concentrate on just one area and see if we can make an impact on that crosswalk there at Pepin Stadium. So, if there are no other discussion items regarding the problem identifications, then we can move on. To the calendar updates and activity reports. Is there any law enforcement activity?
Jacob Gonzalez, Tampa Police Department. We had a real busy March due to spring break and St. Patty's Day. As far as DUI activity in March, we had 158 DUI arrests. That's down from 173 in 2024, but that number could be due to we've had a few injuries and long-term vacations in March, so that would probably roughly make up that number. We did have DUI education presentations in March at Blake High School and Jefferson High School. We also have presentations scheduled in April for Robinson High School and the Academy of Holy Names. We are starting up our speed and aggressive driving education as well. So we do have dates set up for every public high school in the city, one day for each of those. We also started our responsible vendor training. Sergeant Belmonte and I started the responsible vendor training going to offering the services to local bars to get them up to speed with responsible vendor qualification. We did 4 bars so far with over 100 employees. Was very receptive. They realized that with their paid services, they were missing a lot of material and requirements that would actually qualify them by ABT should there be an inspection. After those presentations, we also conducted 2 DUI prevention, or I'm sorry, underage DUI prevention details in Ybor and Soho. The result of those details netted 22 arrests for fake IDs and possession of alcohol under 21. So, and that's just using a couple officers, hitting a couple bars for a couple hours. So we're definitely facing some issues with that we are aware of with the fake IDs and the underage drinking. We're starting to work with UT. We reported all the students that we did make contact with to UT for them to deal with for their violations. And we're hoping to continue working with them to try and get the students to understand that they could be charged with a felony for the possession of the fake ID, or obviously the charges that we're using for misrepresentation of age.
Well, thank you for that. Any other law enforcement activity updates? Well, how about bicycle and pedestrian reports? Any updates on or activity reports on that?
Sure, I have a couple things. We had a very busy bike month. We had 2 events on campus. We had our Michael Archwade Bicyclist of the Year with a bike ride on campus, and thank you for our USFPD for lending us an officer for that ride. And then Mothers Against Drunk Driving had their Walk Like Mad event on Friday the 28th, and FDOT and Cutter were there with the presents to give some education. And this is not in Hillsborough County, but we are going to be at USF St. Pete doing some education with MAD and FHP and other groups this Thursday, tomorrow.
Great. Thank you for that update, Brent. So here I'm looking.
I don't think I have anything from our side. I think Brenton got all of ours.
Okay. Thank you for that. Lori, do you want to go through the fatal crash maps?
Okay, yeah, I'll go through it pretty quickly. From January 1st to December 31st, there were 23 fatal crashes within a 1-mile proximity of the college campuses. At the last meeting we had, there were 22, so there was 1 new fatal crash added to the fatal crash map, and that was HCC Dale Mabry on December 29th on West Palmetto Street and North Harold Avenue, not at the intersection in day clear and dry conditions. Since we wrapped up 2024 fatal crashes, we have a safety facts at a glance sheet, and this is showing all of the fatal crashes in 2024. The down arrow represents a decrease in fatal crashes from 2023, and an up arrow represents more fatal crashes from 2023. So here are some general statistics for the different counties. We are overall showing an improvement in total severe and fatal crashes in 2024 compared to 2023. But per county, we are seeing different trends. And then we have fatal crashes based on emphasis area for all of District 7. This is showing we're doing worse in all crashes for aggressive and speedy driving and fatalities. So we're improving in some areas and not improving in other areas. And then just additional statistics on here that you could look at. This is on the safety newsletter that I believe went out today. So that's a brief overview.
Can you touch on the fact that there was some counties that went down again on that,
Right.
Laura? I missed that.
So if you look at the arrows, the up arrow means there's more crashes from 2023, and then the down arrow means there's less crashes from 2023. So if you look at, like, for example, Pinellas County, they have more severe injury crashes and fatalities in 2024 compared to 2023. But then, for example, Hillsborough County, they are down in all categories.
Interesting. Yeah, I like the fact that it's broken down a little bit more. And if there's anything to read into those trends for the different counties,
Right.
that's good information. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. And then definitely when you're looking at emphasis areas, we want to improve in motorcycle crashes, bicycle crashes, work zones. These are the different categories to look at when making recommendations to improve safety and stuff like that.
All right. Well, thank you for that. Fatal crash maps. I guess this will be a kind of a short meeting this week, or this month, I should say. But any open forum and announcements, this is a opportunity. Any of the new visitors who want to, comment on anything and, maybe talk about how we could structure this and any better, and then wanted to really open it up and talk about the mega meeting coming up in May, which is in Citrus County, I guess, at the communication center there. I'm looking forward to that. It's a great event from my experience last year, and encourage everybody to go. And there's a lot of good expert panels and new information that I learned last year that really gets you to focus in on certain areas, especially here at the University of Tampa. Our pedestrian challenges are becoming more and more important, as we increase our student capacity and the roads down here get busier and busier. So, but I encourage everybody to go to the mega meeting, and it was a very good event last year. So, but any open forum and other announcements at all?
I have a question regarding your fatal crash maps. I saw bicycle, pedestrian, and motorcycle. Is there any attempt or effort to gather with the increase in micromobility vehicles data around those?
Yeah, absolutely. I can say from our side, there's a definite desire to have that as a kind of an emerging emphasis area. The problem that we have in tracking that, we get our crash data from crash reports that are submitted to us from law enforcement when a crash occurs. And unfortunately, the way that the crash reports are structured currently, we don't have a great way to identify whether a micromobility device was involved or not. So if somebody were to be riding on an e-bike and get into a crash, that oftentimes will just be coded as a bicycle crash. And without looking at that specific report and seeing where the officer put in the narrative, this was an e-bike, we don't really have a way of knowing that. If we're doing a large scale safety analysis, like for this type of thing here. Fortunately, it seems like, however, we are currently in the process of updating the crash report form for the first time, I think in 15 years. Maybe somebody from law enforcement can correct me if I'm wrong there. But so there are finally some updates coming, and it does seem like there's a very high probability that there is now going to be a way for us to specifically categorize these micromobility devices, which is going to make it infinitely easier for us to perform safety analysis for crashes that involve them. So that's a great bit of news that I just found out just last week at our Teen Safe Driving Coalition. So we're super excited about that.
Thank you.
Any other comments or questions or open forum announcements? I think that's exciting news, Eric, as far as the
Yeah.
more detailed information.
And
We're,
just to
we're
kind
seeing
of
a lot more e-bikes in and around here on campus here. So
certainly, yeah, we've seen that kind of across the district. And just one other, since you so nicely helped to plug our upcoming mega meeting, we are going to hopefully have a session at the mega meeting that'll be a sort of a panel discussion on the topic of micromobility. So I would encourage everyone here to come out to that and hear some interesting discussion. There'll be opportunities for questions and stuff like that.
thanks for mentioning, Eric.
Jason has his hand up.
Hey, I had a quick question. Where is the meeting? I guess super meeting. Would you call it the super meeting?
The mega meeting.
Mega meeting. Okay, sorry. Where is that located?
The Citrus Springs Community Center in Citrus County. I think that's what it's called, right, Eric? The Citrus Springs Community Center, on May the 8th.
Okay.
So we're not going to have a general in-person meeting at that meeting. We're just going to have the one mega meeting for all of the counties, all meeting together at that meeting.
Okay. Thank you.
We know that might be a bit of a drive for some folks, but we wanted to make sure we move the meeting around a little bit every year, not just hold it in Hillsborough every year. Try to move it around since we have 5 counties in the district.
I believe the registration link will be going out next week. So you should be getting an email to register for this event. It'll be a great event. I believe it's from Eric, 8:30 to 3, I believe. But we'll be sending additional information out.
Yeah, thank you for that. I'm looking forward to that. Give me a reason to get out of the office for a full day. But yeah, it's just north of Homosassa there, Citrus County there, probably about an hour drive from my place in Tampa.
This is Jason again. I really enjoyed the last one. I think that was at AAA, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
really, really good. I really enjoyed it.
And also we're hopeful for Marty to give a presentation, like a 5-minute presentation at that meeting, talk about some of the accomplishments that we have had within the CTST group. And if anybody has any topics that they would like Marty to discuss, feel free to reach out and we can get that added to the presentation.
Yeah, thanks for that, mentioning that, Lori. Yeah, I'm going to be happy to present just for a 5-minute presentation. But then if there's anybody has, things that they're really happy to accomplish and highlight in last year's, CTST University segment meetings or, accomplishments, feel free to pass those along to me. I think my email address is available, but I could, have Lori put it in the meeting minutes. But yeah, please send me all the ideas or accomplishment things that you're proud of that we went through and accomplished this last year. I might have some ideas and some things I'm going to put in there, but I'm definitely going to present, and I'll have to get that to you by the 24th, Lori?
Yes, if you could, that'd be great.
But yeah, feel free to send me your ideas and accomplishments. That would be great to include those. Yeah, if there's no more announcements or comments, then I guess that we could cut it short today.
We have a presentation by Jason Jackman on the Tampa Bay Citizen Safety Academy.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
I think it was added to the agenda after I sent it over to you, Marty.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it on the agenda. Well, that's great. Okay. Sorry to.
That's okay. I'll keep it short. Do you want me to go ahead and get started?
Screen?
Yeah, I'll pull it up on the screen. Can you all see that right now?
Yes.
All right. Okay, well, it's only a few slides, and happy to take any questions afterwards. I guess this is my maybe third CTST meeting in the past few years. So if you don't know, I'm Jason Jackman with the Center for Urban Transportation Research at USF. We have a new project with the Tampa Bay Community Safety Academy. It's a project with the Florida Department of Transportation, District 7. And the idea is that it's a fully virtual program, and which is also called a synchronous course, which is fully virtual. The other styles of virtual are you have the hybrid version, but this is all online. And the idea is that we are providing we're hosting information to the community in District 7, which is built upon many counties. You have Pinellas, Hillsborough, Pasco, Citrus, and we are recruiting citizens in the District 7 to participate in this, to learn more about some of the safety initiatives that are going on, not only locally in District 7, but statewide. And so I'll talk a little bit more about that. But first, the stem of this was from a US DOT project we worked on, the National Institute for Congestion Reduction, NICER. This was a program Cutter USF had managed for the past 4 years. We were able to start a virtual citizens academy with the city of Tampa in partnership. And through this project, we created a guide for developing a virtual citizens academy. So we found a lot of best practices. We're meeting here in the CTST meeting, and you've met with probably fellow colleagues with online meetings. But it's rare we meet with citizens and talk about kind of hot topics and issues, especially regarding safety and different initiatives. So we're kind of creating ambassadors this way. So we have best practices that we learned from the US DOT program, and we're applying a lot of them to this community academy moving forward. So we're very excited about this project. We're currently in the building stages. This is a project team with a few other members, but Tia Boyd is also co-managing the project. We worked on the Citizens Academy previously, so very excited to work with her again on a similar project with the Community Safety Academy. The project objectives, I kind of hinted to this. We want to engage community members in FDOT District 7, empower participants, become safety ambassadors. So while we're teaching them through this course on the initiatives, we also want to empower them to be a voice for safety too in their communities. We want to enhance awareness on the safety initiatives, again, whether it's district specific, statewide, or national. We're going to talk about all those through each of the course modules. We're currently in the course development of this program, so we just got started. We are creating a course syllabus. The course will be broken up into 6 weeks, which is 6 modules, about an hour each for each week. So we don't want to make it too long. We want to just bring the community in to the virtual world and talk about safety, have a discussion, and then we'll probably see them the next week. We'll have weekly agendas. This is, again, a virtual platform. Where we are asking for your help is we need to do a focus group. We are putting together this course, but we want to test it through our partners, through the CTST. So if you're interested in being a part of this focus group, you can email me. My email will be at the end of this presentation. Right now we have about 2 or 3 participants, and I think we're about a month or 2 away from starting that focus group, but there'll be more information released soon about more details about that focus group. Course registration, it's free. It's a free course. It's a virtual safety course. You have to register online. The registration window is to be determined, but it might be towards the end of summer, beginning of fall. We feel like the best time is when people are back from summer break and fall starts. So we've had success with having a early fall, kind of mid-fall start time, since it's only a 6-week program. So there's kind of a sweet spot when we want to start the course, and we have a good idea when that is. And then it's just community members in District 7. It will be capped at 35 participants because the idea of this project is that we want to engage the citizens in District 7. We want to have discussions. And if I think it's over 35 participants virtually and everybody raises their hand, we won't be able to get to everyone. So 35 in our past experience has really worked out for us on these academies, these virtual academies. Here's some ideas that we're going with the safety modules. Again, this is all through District 7. We're going to talk through Target Zero and the safe system approach. We're going to talk about motor vehicle crashes, crash types, the causes, locations, and some of that data collected. Another module will be pedestrian and bicycle, school travel, and motorcycle. And there may be some room for emerging transportation, as we discussed earlier in this meeting. Aging road users, countermeasures that work, engineering and transportation foundations for non-engineers. Again, this is a group of community members in District 7 who probably know very little about transportation and safety initiatives, and we're introducing that. So it's going to take a network of our partners to reach out to the community to get them engaged with this program and get them interested. And then we want to make them advocates for safety in our communities, especially if they can be a part of the CTST and other programs like that. We will evaluate this program. We have evaluated programs like this in the past. We will provide a survey to course participants. We actually have a survey at registration. This is a questionnaire to basically evaluate their baseline knowledge of their safety knowledge, but also kind of their interest in safety too. We will do a post-course questionnaire after the course is done, after the 6 weeks. We are contemplating doing weekly questions, but we just don't want to overburden the participants. We want them to be engaged. We want them to come back every week and not feel like it's a chore to fill out a survey, but we will ask them if they don't mind to fill out a survey. So we're kind of pending on that. And then we'll provide a final report on our findings. But that's really it so far. My contact information is right there, jackman@usf.edu. Very excited about this because I think it's really, when we had the TVCAP program, which was the other citizens program, we had so much interest from citizens all over District 7, and we can only really capture within the city limits, which is where our project was. So now we can go outside the city limits and really reach other counties to be a part of this project. So we're really excited to see what happens with this and really reaching more people. But that's all I have. I don't know if y'all have any questions.
Question, Jason, are the sessions going to be recorded and shared with a larger audience, or you guys are just capping it to the 35 members that will join?
It's right now it's capped to the 35 members. They will be recorded for those members who can't attend, because we want to keep it consistent. So maybe they won't be able to attend the second week and they can attend the rest of the week so they can watch it later. That's kind of the model we have for them, and we've done in the past. But I guess that's a discussion we'll have with FDOT later on. But for the most part, I think just kind of having it recorded and finding what works, what doesn't work with this broader audience, I think that's we'll see what happens for sure. And if you want to be a part of the focus group, just go. You can email me or email Lori, and we'll be in touch. That's all I have.
Thank you, Jason. Great presentation.
Thank you. It's nice and short.
Yeah, we've had a presentation at the last 2 or 3 university CTST meetings, so you're welcome if any ideas or get information out there to present at any of these monthly meetings. Just let us know and we'll get it on the agenda. But if there are no other open forum announcements or comments, I guess we could look forward to next month's mega meeting then. Appreciate everybody being here.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
everyone. Have a
Thank
great
you.
afternoon.
You too.
Thank
You guys.
Bye.
Good afternoon.
Bye.